believe me if I told you that this was technically a political fantasy war musical?
The heck?
Oh, it's that Roald Dahl book about how horrible beards are. No, really, he wrote this because he thought there's just too many people with beards nowadays, and I think they're gross. This is the worst kind of boomer complaining, except he was complaining about the boomers when they were the young ones. This is not the book to adapt, Netflix. The Twits stars Natalie Portman, Emilia Clarke, Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, Alan Tudyk, Johnny Vegas, Margot Martindale. Right, starts big but it gets weird as it goes on, yeah. And there's this couple of Twits who are bad people. They're just generically bad people. They play all kinds of pranks on each other, and we're told about that, and then we see one of them, that's it. And they build a theme park. And then it gets closed down, and then there's these orphans and blue monkeys with magic battery tears, and they all team up to try and take down the Twits, but then the Twits get into an election and then declare a war on their orphanage and then steal their orphanage. They just pick up the building. And it's also a musical. There's so much plot here that the only thing that can have happened is everyone in the Netflix writer's room threw down some random idea for how to fill out this into an actual film, and they took all of the ideas, did them all. Let me try and put the issue succinctly here. This is a film about trying to make people be nicer to each other, the vast majority of which involves mean-spiritedly pranking people. I definitely take issue with them trying to mix this dark sense of humor, this Willoughby's-style nonsense, with this, sense of childlike wonder level of positive message. It's meant to be this grand, sweeping, this is how we should treat people thing. But it's covered up with this, half-assed dark sense of humor. It's not even really, it acts like it's the Willoughbys. But the Willoughbys just, straight up killed people. It's a, 3-year-old's idea of what's dark and edgy. It's just nothing. There's an entire scene, though, that features these two people spitting into each other's mouths, vomiting into each other's mouths, just back and forth. Also, the voice cast, there's a problem here. Emilia Clarke, Natalie Portman, both shoved to one side. Johnny Vegas as Mr. Twit, hated it, did not like that. And Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, who I do like, she is a 23-year-old woman playing an 11-year-old child. There's no reason for her to be an 11-year-old child. That is not a character, I think. I don't think there's any orphans in the book at all. So it was such a bizarre choice because she just does sound like an adult. There's no attempt there to sound like an 11-year-old, and the script isn't written like she's an 11-year-old. It's trying to do such a Netflix-style cookie, this child sounds so intelligent, but then it's also not a child and not an actor who's trying to sound like a child. Sounds like a full-grown woman. So it just doesn't fit right at all, especially because she's got, a kid who's, 2 years younger than her next to her, who is played by an actual child. Bizarre. It's just a voice cast that shouldn't have been able to feel, but it does. And the whole film, it is baffling to me that it can be so jam-packed. It's got songs, it's got 4 musical numbers, super forgettable. It's got war sequences, it treats so many scenes like it's a major climactic third act moment and feels super unearned. It's got so many things, so much plot for a 100-minute film, it's crazy. And yet despite all that, it feels dull. They rush through so much plot, it feels like they're adapting an entire series of children's books into one film instead of a tiny book. It feels like the Hobbit movies all over again, adding a metric tonnage of unnecessary plot that it doesn't just automatically make your film work. I don't know what the reasoning is behind this. It is just a completely tangential thing. It has so little to do with the book itself, with the characters that were in that, with the story of it, with the morals even of it, that it's an irrelevant thing now. And it's very frustrating. A lot of weird choices, but I think their biggest crime out of all of them is that it just isn't funny. It doesn't succeed at being any of the things it kind of tries to be for a few minutes, but throughout, the idea appears to be that it's a comedy film, and this is not funny. So I really don't know what else to say. I'm just disappointed that Netflix's kind of cookie animation style seems to be just running thin, and they don't have anything like the same level to hit with as they did before. If it's Sony ones they're teaming up with, like K-pop Demon Hunters, it works, but this is rough. I'm giving the same flawed logic behind Batman never killing 2 stars. It kind of feels like they wanted to adapt a Dr. Seuss book and instead got stuck with a Roald Dahl one and went, crap, and then just ran with it as if it was a Dr. Seuss adaptation anyway. It's just this bizarre cookie thing, and it doesn't fit. It's not recognizable, even vaguely. Yeah.